Welcome to Lola's Frugal Life Podcast. If you're on a mission to be more frugal with both your time and money, you're in the right place. In this podcast, we talk about topics that help enhance living a frugal lifestyle. The goal is to save time and money where we can so that we can use the rest on what matters most to us. We talk a lot about both time and money management so that we can waste as little as possible on both. We do this while also embracing a progress over perfection mindset. If that sounds good to you, then please stick around for the latest episode right after a few quick words from our sponsor. Hi everyone, welcome back to Lola's Frugal Life Podcast. This is my weekly meal plan episode. And before I forget to tell you, I will not have a weekly meal plan episode next week because I'm going to be on vacation and I do not have a meal plan, or I will not have a meal plan planned for that week. So I think maybe in the past I might have come up with a meal plan, what I would have had, and then posted that on the website, but I decided I am just going to skip next week because I just have a lot to do to prepare for vacation and I don't have a meal plan put together. So I just unfortunately don't have time to just put an extra one together for the podcast. So I will not be having a meal plan for the upcoming week after this week's episode. And then the following Wednesday, we will be back to normal. So this week's meal plan starts on Saturday, August 19th. For Saturday, I'm going to be making one pot creamy pesto chicken pasta, which is from budgetbites.com. This is just one of those like quick one pot meals where you cook up some chicken and you mix in some spinach and cream cheese and then add some penne pasta. And it just kind of comes together for like a big one dish meal. So that's for Saturday. For Sunday, I'm going to be doing grilled chicken thighs and brats and some classic macaroni salad. For the grilled chicken, I just get some boneless chicken thighs and I coat them in some barbecue sauce and throw them on the grill. The brats I like to do in the air fryer because they come out perfect and I don't have to stand there flipping them over and over on the grill. I'll just throw them in the air fryer while I cook the chicken thighs on the grill. And then the macaroni salad is from, it's just like I said, called classic macaroni salad. It's from allrecipes.com. It's just your typical like elbow macaronis with mayo, vinegar, sugar, that type of thing, some salt and pepper. So that is for Sunday. For Monday, I'm going to be doing a simple Cobb salad. I do not have a recipe link to share for this one. I tried this a few weeks back and it went over really well and it made for a pretty simple Monday night meal, although it did take me longer to prepare all the salad components than I was thinking it would, like tearing up the lettuce and, grilling up the chicken and doing the bacon and cutting up the avocado and cutting up the hard-boiled eggs and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's still a pretty simple meal, but I think I'm going to bring the family in to prepare some of the pieces of the salad. But anyway, so really all I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a big bowl of romaine lettuce, some cut up avocado, some cut up hard-boiled eggs, some croutons, some salad dressing, and then I will cook up some bacon and cut that into small pieces, and I will throw some chicken on the grill, just some chicken breast with some olive oil and some seasonings, and everyone can kind of put together their own Cobb salad. So that is for Monday. For Tuesday, we do our Mexican theme meal. We're going to be doing sheet pan chicken fajitas, which is from foodnetwork.com. And this is just your typical chicken fajita recipe where you take chicken breasts cut up with some peppers and onions and some seasonings and throw it in the oven. And then we will serve it with some flour tortillas and some cheese and avocado and sour cream, all that type of thing. And then I usually make some white rice to go on the side with that too, because some of us like to make a bowl with it instead of putting it on the tortilla. So that can be an option for whoever doesn't feel like making a tortilla that night. Or like the fajita, whatever. Putting it, you know what I mean? Putting it in the flour tortilla. For Wednesday, I'm going to be doing easy shrimp scampi recipe. This is from spendwithpennies.com. This is just a quick stovetop in a pan shrimp scampi. It's got some butter and white cooking wine, crushed red pepper. It's just really quick. You just basically saute it up. And then I'll be serving that with some linguine tossed with olive oil. For Thursday is our soup or breakfast for dinner night. So this week we're doing soup. I'm going to be doing instant pot split pea soup, which is from foodnetwork.com. My family really likes this split pea soup recipe. What I do is I usually make some pasta, usually ditalini, on the side, and then everyone can kind of mix it in when they make their bowl of soup, because I find with the split pea soup, if you put the ditalinis in the soup and then put it in the fridge, like the leftovers the pasta just really absorbs any water from the split pea soup, and then you just get this almost like big thick stew type thing. So I usually keep the pasta separate for that. And then Friday is the last meal of this week's meal plan. We're going to be doing ribeye steak with some frozen vegetables, whatever I happen to have in the freezer, like the kind you just throw in the microwave, and then some roasted potatoes, probably just in the air fryer. Just cut them up, toss them with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and throw them in the air fryer. For the steak, I just take the steak and I marinate it with some Montreal steak seasoning, some olive oil, and some red wine vinegar, and then just throw it on the grill after it marinates for at least a few hours. So that is it for this week's meal plan. Like I said, I will not have a meal plan next week, but I will be back the following Wednesday with another one like usual. I think this is the only week I maybe have ever even skipped, but I'm going to skip it for this week. I forgot to mention earlier at the beginning that you can find a weekly blog post that goes along with this meal plan on my website at lolasfrugallife.com. And that has links to any recipes that are mentioned in this episode, as well as the full meal plan for the week. So don't forget to check that out. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you back here with a new meal plan episode in 2 weeks. So thank you for checking in for this podcast episode. And don't forget, you can always email me with any questions or suggestions at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at lolasfrugallife. And you can find a blog post for most of my episodes and definitely all of my meal plan episodes at lolasfrugallife.com. You can also join our private listeners group at facebook.com/groups/lolasfrugallife. And if you enjoy the show, please make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen from. And I would love it if you would screenshot the show and tag me on Instagram so I could see you're listening. Also, if you can please take a couple of seconds to rate and review the podcast. Those ratings and reviews are what help the show come up better in search results so that other people can find this podcast. So that will really help me in growing my audience. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an awesome day.